Always do cardio first. Well, actually, it depends. Always do weights first. Well, not necessarily. In this video, I'm going to discuss whether you should do your weights or your cardio first. So first of all, the reason why it matters is if you combine cardio training with resistance training, then sometimes the order can impact the way the session goes. And I would say the right choice as to which one you should do first ultimately depends on your goals. And before I get into further specifics as well, I do want to say that unless you're an elite athlete and you're playing for Real Madrid or the New York Yankees or the LA Lakers or the Portuguese international football team, Go team, then it's probably not going to matter too much as well. But of course, if you do want to get that little bit extra out of your sessions, then I would say, first of all, if your goal is muscle and strength gain, like that's your biggest goal, then you want to do what's the priority first. So do your resistance training first and then do your cardio after. Because if you do your cardio first and then you go into your strength training, very exhausted, tired after running for, 20 minutes, jogging for 30 minutes, or whatever it might have been, then that can take away from your lifts a little bit because, again, you're just tired. Now, on the other hand, let's say your main goal is to improve your endurance and run a marathon. Then in that case, it would make more sense to do your cardio first, because if you do your resistance training first, then that could probably take away from your cardio session somewhat and make that session a little bit less effective. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, Leo, I want to lose body fat more than anything. I'm not too fast if I get stronger. I'm not too fast if my cardiovascular endurance improves. What should I do in that case? And in that case, I would say it doesn't matter too much, because ultimately fat loss is going to be dictated by whether or not you're in a calorie deficit. So that's first of all. And then second of all, I would say still suggest you prioritize strength training, just because as you lose body fat and you're in a calorie deficit, strength training is going to help you keep that valuable muscle, which is very important. Now, I hope all of that was very straightforward. And one last thing I do want to mention is what's definitely not going to work is if you are going absolutely ham on both. You are going so hard, you're super exhausted by the time you finish your cardio, and then you plan to have a super exhausting weightlifting session. Like, it doesn't make sense, because your workouts, they're not going to be very effective in regards to progression if you're just completely exhausting yourself every single time in every single thing you do when it comes to your workouts, whether it's cardio or resistance training. You need to be smart with the way you approach it. And on that note, if you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, then you can always sign up for my one-to-one online fitness coaching as well. Click the link in the caption of this video to find out more about online coaching, including how it works, what the prices are, and you can sign up right through that link as well. But yeah, to summarize, if your priority is strength and muscle gain, then lift weights first. And if your priority is cardiovascular endurance, maybe running a marathon is your goal, then do your cardio first.